What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and $2,000 third stimulus check update, as well as the third stimulus package that is coming here in a matter of hours. And related news, I'm going to give you all the details of it in this video. Quick note, I'm going to have another video for you guys tonight at 11 p.m., which is Eastern time. So if you're on Pacific Standard Time, that is 8 p.m., about 3 hours since from this video goes live, because there's literally just so much news to cover regarding the stimulus checks and the impeachment and President Trump, and yeah, lots to cover. Also, my wife published another video on our second channel, The Daily Dirt, and you can watch that on our second channel, The Daily Dirt. I will link you to that at the end of this video. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. And if you're here, click the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome. All right, lots of things to cover, so let's jump right in. There's a lot going on right now. Joe Biden has gotten his second vaccine and has some interesting things to say about it.
My number one priority is getting vaccine in people's arms, like we just did today, as rapidly as we can. And secondly, wearing this mask, socially distancing, and making sure people are washing their hands on a regular basis is critically important. 3,000 to 4,000 people a day dying is just beyond the pale. And we can do a lot to change it. It's not a political issue. It's an issue of public safety.
There's a growing number of lawmakers that have tested positive for the virus since the protest and the break-ins into the Capitol, because what happened is the House of Representatives and the Senate had to be rushed off, and some of them hid in barricaded rooms together, and they were the Senate was actually marched out underneath in the tunnels underneath the building, and apparently a bunch of them caught the virus from each other now, from them being close together like that, and they're actually going to implement fines now. Nancy Pelosi is proposing new restrictions that if you don't wear your mask in the Capitol, this is inside the legislative Capitol. I don't believe this is for the entire city of Washington, D.C., but if you don't wear a mask, it's a $500 fine the first time around and a $2,500 fine, $2,500 fine on the second offense, and they will take this directly out of lawmakers' pay. There's also another proposal that will fine lawmakers $1,000 per day if they do not wear masks in the Capitol. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Lawmakers have arrested the majority of the protesters that did illegal things like entering the Capitol buildings during the protests, and the majority of them have been arrested and are actually being tried for federal crimes and possible prison time going forward. The Department of Justice says that they're working to build sedition and conspiracy charges against some of the rioters who stormed the Capitol last week. Quote, just yesterday, our office organized a strike force of very senior national security prosecutors and public corruption prosecutors. Their only marching orders from me are to build seditious and conspiracy charges related to the most heinous acts that occurred in the Capitol. Sedition charges alone can carry prison sentences up to 20 years. Now, this comes as the FBI has already been warned that there will be more I can't say will be, but they're already being warned of new protests that will come on Inauguration Day of January 20th and the days before and the days after, and also threats to all 50 states' capital cities with protests and riots. So let's hope they see what these prosecutors are doing and maybe decide not to do that. By the way, reports just coming in that senior Republican leader Mitch McConnell from the Senate does believe that Trump committed impeachable offenses and supports the Democrats' impeachment efforts. What we're hearing right now is that normally what would happen in the Senate or the House before a big vote, such as an impeachment vote or a stimulus bill, that they would go to their people. So Mitch McConnell would go to all his Republicans and tell them that the way that he wants to vote and the Republican Party wants to vote, yes or no. And we're hearing news now that Mitch McConnell is not going to do that. He's not going to tell the Republicans to vote no, like they did in the last impeachment try that passed the House but didn't pass the Senate. And then Mitch McConnell is basically going to let each and every Republican decide on their own which way they're going to vote. And the Republican Party is not going to basically give them a suggestion or tell them to vote no on this next impeachment charges that are going to be happening tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. Okay, also I want to let you guys know of some information that it's not very good information, not very good news, I should say. But I do need to let you know about this and also the possible changes. If your stimulus check doesn't come by January 15th, that you may have to file a tax return to get it. And let me just explain what that means. Basically, from the stimulus bill, if the IRS didn't send out your check by the 15th, now that doesn't mean you'll get it by the 15th, because especially if it's sent out in the mail, it might take several days past that to get that, is that the IRS cannot send out stimulus checks past January 15th, and you may have to claim it as a tax return. Basically, you'd have to file a tax return for 2020 and get your $600 stimulus check as a tax rebate or a tax refund or part of your 2020 taxes, okay? If you don't file a tax return, you might need to file a tax return for 2020 if you don't get your stimulus check. Now, let me be very clear here. Don't panic about this yet and don't worry about this yet, okay? Because one, they might change this. They might enact some new rules to send these out later, okay, if they need more time. And number two, I've had a lot of people that like panicked that they weren't going to get their $600 stimulus checks, and they thought they were going to have to file a tax return. And then lo and behold, like 2 days later, they got their stimulus check, okay? A lot of people are getting what I want to call delayed stimulus checks, but honestly, the IRS and the Treasury Department are sending them out way faster than they did the first time around, okay? So remember, this bill is stimulus checks have only been going out for like less than 2 weeks, so maybe 2 weeks at this point. Okay, so the first stimulus check took way longer. There's like 75% of Americans that have already gotten their stimulus checks now or something like that already. This is way, way faster than happened the last time. So number one, keep checking the IRS Get My Payment tool. If you or anybody you know hasn't got their stimulus check, tell them to check it once in the morning. That's the easiest way. Number two, as I'm getting reports from people down below in the comments, and you guys can let me know down below in the comments if you've recently got your check, if you're still waiting on it, what your status was on the Get My Payment tool, and then maybe you got it. It will help out our other viewers. But a lot of people that were kind of panicking that their payment status was saying unavailable on the Get My Payment tool, and they thought they were going to have to file a tax return. Well, then their stimulus check just showed up either via direct deposit or via in the mail. Okay, so a lot of people, their stimulus checks are just showing up every single day. I'm getting reports from you guys every day that your stimulus check appeared today. You just got it yesterday. Some people are getting their checks by mail or by debit card in the mail when they weren't supposed to. They were supposed to get a direct deposit, but for one reason or another, the IRS didn't like their information or whatnot, and they decided to send them a stimulus check in the mail or a debit card in the mail. So keep your eye out. Open every piece of mail you get at this point. Especially if it's a white envelope and it has a treasury symbol on it, that could be your stimulus check, and you might not be expecting it. Don't think it's junk mail. And also be very, very, very careful of scams right now. There's a lot of them going on YouTube, on the phone, via text message. There's people in the comments trying to scam. They're everywhere right now because it's just kind of like, it's really a sad situation, isn't it? It's sad. But just be very careful with that. I will keep you updated on that as we go forward. The Biden administration has said that they plan to announce the third stimulus package here within the next 48 hours, I believe. You know, you never really know directly when it's going to come. Is it going to come tonight? Is it going to come tomorrow? Is it going to come on Thursday? But we're supposed to get it here within the next 48 hours, which will include $2,000 stimulus checks. Question is are they going to try to pass the $2,000 stimulus checks on their own because they passed the House of Representatives as a standalone bill? That bill that passed the House was $2,000 for adults as a plus-up bill. So it was $1,400 as a plus-up bill. It was a full $2,000 for children. Nope. I lied. It was a $1,400 plus up bill for children also. So adults and children would have got $1,400 and $1,400 to add to their $600 to $600 for $2,000 total. But adult dependents and college students that were left out of the last stimulus check were also included in that. That was a full $2,000. So basically, it was $2,000 as a plus up combined with your second stimulus check. So if you got a $600 second stimulus check, it's $1,400. If your kids got a second stimulus check, it was $1,400 plus the $600. If you didn't get the second stimulus check because you were a dependent, you're going to get the full $2,000. That was the bill that passed the House, and that is probably the most likely scenario which we will see from the Democrats again. And we say the Democrats because really the Democrats have all the power now. Okay, they have the control of the U.S. House of Representatives. They can pass a bill in the House without any Republican support at all, even though last time they did get 44 Republicans to vote yes on the $2,000 stimulus bill in the House. And then it went to the Senate, and Mitch McConnell just tabled the bill. Okay, and I know it seems like a lot, but honestly, that was last week, at the end of last week. So it hasn't even been a week yet, and I know that everybody's anxious to get these stimulus checks, but a lot of people are still getting their second stimulus checks, like literally right now, right today or yesterday, or a lot of people maybe got them last week. So be a little bit patient, guys. It has not been that long. It's been only a mere matter of days since Mitch McConnell delayed this, and since the Senate was taken over by the Democrats, that has not even been a week yet. So we will be seeing a lot of things come on forward because the Democrats have control now of the House, the Senate, and soon to be the presidency in less than 8 days now at this point. That's what they call the blue wall, where they can pass stimulus checks and stimulus packages somewhat on their own. There's some debate on whether or not they will need some Republican support. And here's how that'll work. In the House of Representatives, they won't need any Republican support. They can pass the bills on their own completely because they only need 51% in the House, and the Democrats can do that on their own. In the Senate, there's two different ways they can pass bills. Number one is the regular old-fashioned way that they've always been passing bills most of the time, and that's with 60 votes in the Senate, 60%, because of the filibuster rule in the Senate. Okay, now we had already heard from both Republicans and Democrats that there was enough support for those $2,000 stimulus checks to pass with filibuster proof, so more than 60 people. So at that point, that was 13 Republicans. Okay. Now, in the new Congress, the Republicans have lost 3 seats. So to go the old fashioned route, they will only need 60 votes still, but only 10 Republican votes to get 60 votes, as there's 50 Democrats now, 50 Republicans. Tiebreaker votes will go to Vice President Kamala Harris when needed. So they will only need 10 votes out of 50 Republicans to pass bills going forward. Okay, so that's only 20% of Republicans. And we know that there was enough support for these $2,000 stimulus checks. It was really just that good old Mitch delayed the bill. Okay, then they lost the Senate because of it. So yeah, Mitch McConnell didn't really do a good job there. And he really didn't do a good job for the American people either, because there was enough support to pass it. He just didn't put it to a vote. Well, going forward, when Chuck Schumer takes over Senate Majority Leader position, he will no longer be able to delay that. Okay. So the question is, will Democrats need 60 votes there? For most bills, yes. But there's also something called a reconciliation rule that Democrats can use a certain amount of times per year per subject matter. And apparently they can do this for stimulus checks and stimulus packages. Now, this is a rule, as we seen in an interview yesterday that I showed. I think it was Bernie Sanders who talked about it, that Republicans have done this before for the Trump tax cuts and various different things. Democrats do this when needed. So when needed, they will likely invoke the reconciliation rule, which will mean they will only need a simple majority to pass the bill in the Senate. They can only do this a certain amount of times, but basically they will be able to pass some future stimulus packages and stimulus checks with only 51 votes in the Senate. And remember, if it's a 50-50 tie, then the tiebreaker 51st vote goes to Kamala Harris, which theoretically means the Democrats will be able to pass a certain amount of bills, aka stimulus packages, in the future without any Republican support at all when they invoke the reconciliation rule. Now, my thoughts are on this for the next stimulus check, the $2,000 stimulus check, whether it's going to be a plus up of $1,400 or a full $2,000 on top of the 600, because that idea has kind of been gaining momentum. If there is a bit of longer delay between the $600 stimulus checks that some of you guys are getting right now and the $2,000, that makes it a growing uh, idea that it might become a full $2,000 if there's a little bit of a delay in here. So if there is a delay getting the $2,000 stimulus check, it might become a full $2,000 plus the 600 you got. So 2,000 and 600, 2,600, as opposed to a plus up one that is $1,400 plus your 600 of 2,000. Okay. So I just want to throw that out there because there's already talk of that if there is a delay here, that the check might become full 2,000 instead of 1,400. So don't panic. It is coming because honestly, there was enough support to pass that bill. Mitch McConnell is going to be losing his power of position. Republicans in the Senate already want to vote on it. There's already enough support to pass it. The problem is that we're waiting on the inauguration and we're waiting on this impeachment. And then the other thing is we're waiting on Mitch McConnell to decide if he's going to vote on his $2,000 stimulus bill first, because it would give him a bunch of concessions in there that would pass because and would basically give him two or three things he wants to add on to that bill. If Mitch McConnell doesn't do that and he waits till inauguration day, well, then basically he won't get anything thrown in the bill and he'll get nothing. So I think it would be a good idea for Mitch McConnell to pass his own $2,000 stimulus check bill, which would get you the money in your hands faster, but would also get him some other things in there, like he wants to get that Section 230 repeal, where media companies cannot be the judge and the jury on who they ban. It doesn't give them liability protections. For example, on President Donald Trump's Twitter account, they would be liable that you could sue them for doing things like that. So I will keep you updated. I will have another video for you guys tonight at 11 p.m. Make sure you're subscribed down below with the bell icon on. You won't get a notification for the 11 p.m. one because they only send out 3 per day. So at 11 p.m. Eastern time, if you're on the West Coast, it's 8 p.m. If you're somewhere in the middle, it's between there. Just go on YouTube and type in It's Jimmy and go to our newest video at 11 p.m. tonight, as I will have a new update for you. You guys can click this top video to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this bottom video is our second channel, The Daily Dirt, where my wife just hosted a new video. This video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon that I teach people how to do. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.